Yo, yo, say hey. What's up, folks? K-Lamp, Robbie, what up? Mike, what up? Let's see here. Y'all are going to be shocked. I have too many tabs open. I also need to finish my training lineups. I don't know as many as K-Lamp, but I got a ton. Oh, buddy. It's been a day, folks. It has been a day. We took my dog out for a walk at 1:45, I think. And upon our return, our electronic door lock, the battery died. All other doors and windows were locked. We did not have a key. So we had to call a locksmith. Turned out to be a 70-year-old woman. Very kind. Very slow. I think we got back inside about 3:45. And mind you, we had our dog outside. It is luckily only 86 in Florida today. But it's been a day. It's been a day. All right, big question. Is Glasnow starting today? Is he? It's about time for him to start. It's been forever. He is the confirmed starter tonight. Yes, Mike. I am not putting a lot of thought into these training lineups for what it's worth. Esteri Ruiz or Zach Geloff? You always got to make me choose with the A's. First things first. Got Ruiz 111 with 19 points projected. Geloff ahead at 20. I don't know much about Geloff. All right, yeah, I might just let Robbie answer that. Does Geloff steal bases? I don't know. I mean, he probably hits better than Ruiz. I might hit better than Ruiz. So yeah, I am I am working through my training lineups live really quick just because it's like I said, it's been a day. And when I say working through, I mean that very lightly. I am clicking names. I do, Andrew. I do play the soccer side of Sorare. Had a fun week. I believe I won something in Champ Europe Limited. What's up, Jump Shoot? Andrew, we also, um, me and my special guest, my very special guest, we recorded a Road to Glory where she did her first lineup, which of course was subsequently killed on Saturday morning when Arsenal conceded late. can I even? Wow. All right. That's all. That's all I can submit. I was not having a good time with the app. I was doing that before I got on here. Jeez, who cares? Why even train my Jacob deGrom at this point? All right, we're done. We're done. Okay. Yeah, let's actually check on my my soccer side really quick. Well, here's wifey. Or sorry, Dr. M. Sorry. So yeah, this absolute garbage penalty against Hungman's son did us both in. And then there you go with Ramsdale. Everything else really solid. Trippier wasn't that great, even though Newcastle was. Let's see. Did I hold on? Yeah, I held on to a tier 4. Again, trip cap. Wish it would have been Hakimi. Early concession from Newcastle probably puts me up. Yeah, it puts me up to a tier 3 pretty solidly. Griezmann didn't do much. DePaul didn't do much. Mid across the board. Oh yeah, I hid the rest of my lineups. I know this is a baseball show, but I did get the threshold. We did get the threshold in 240. Skin of our teeth. Had to get the center back assist to get it, but we got it. Okay, that's that. Now we're talking baseball. Here we go. Pitching matchups. Gallon at San Diego was fine. Is it intimidating being married to a doctor? Yes and no. Yes and no. It was one thing finding a someone who was my intellectual, well, not equal, but like finding someone who is on at least the same plane, but then far exceeding it can be intimidating. Hell yeah, Jack. 13th in Champ Europe rare. That'll get you some nice coin. All right. I'm okay with all three of these guys against New York. Sorry, I've been scattered. Like I said, it's been a day. Um, Grayson's coming back to earth. I'm not really trying to toss any of these guys against San Diego, even though San Diego hasn't been that great. Paxton against Pavetta, or Paxton against Washington is nice. Any of these guys against Washington are fine. There's not a ton of great pitching matchups today. Was she a qualified doc when you? No, she was in. She was working on her master's. When we got married, she was a year into the doctorate program. I'm loving all the questions about my wife. Or the doctor. Sorry, I keep. It's supposed to be a bit I'm keeping up. Man, I targeted the White Sox this weekend. Didn't work out. I would have had a shot at winning, if not at least the podium in Rare Pro. Had Corbin Burns not had a rough outing against the White Sox of all teams. Abbott against Cleveland's great. Neither of these guys had Cincy. If Curry went deeper into games, I could see him against Detroit in a relief pitcher spot. But on a four, I'd like that more on a 3-game weekend than anything. Pass all of those guys. No on Tukey or Clev. She ain't that kind of doctor, Jeff. Different kind of doctor. As she says, not the important kind, which is not true, but it's funny. She's funny too, believe it or not. Scooble at Cleveland, great. Love that. Framber, Verlander at Miami, good. Um, None of the Royals move the needle for me. What's new? Pass against Texas. Lynn against Milwaukee is fine. Kershaw against Milwaukee is great. Miller against Milwaukee, it's workable. I'd consider Luzardo against Houston. You can go back to the Burns well if you want to go out with a Thursday game against the Dodgers. Yes, Jeff. Yes. Psych doctor. I didn't know you were a doctor too. Only the smart folks come to Sorare FP and stick around. That's the truth. Ober against Detroit, very good. Maeda, fine. Pass on all three of these losers against Atlanta. Vasquez might be good. And the 189 ERA looks good, but I don't know anything about him. Wheeler and Nola against Toronto. I don't have to say anything about Nola because y'all aren't going to start him anyway. Wheeler could be good, could be bad. Snell against Baltimore is the only one here that I would really consider. I love Gilbert, Castillo, and Kirby at Kansas City. I would guess this Hancock dude doesn't even have cards. Pass. I am starting Michaelis against Oakland and Super Rare, but that's only because I don't really have any other options. You could start these other two. I know Dakota Hudson has some relief pitcher cards. I could see it. Glasnow tonight, great. Fantastic at San Francisco. Same with Savali. I don't know what San Francisco's strikeout rate looks like. Let me look that up. Yeah, Mike. Unfortunately, I brought her along for that ride. She now suffers in Spursdom like I do, but she lives sunny. So you've seen the underwear ads. What's not to love? All right, San Fran, San Fran. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Giants have the fourth highest strikeout rate. Damn, I might want to move Glasnow up. How deep's Glasnow been going into games? Let's see. 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9 on the strikeouts. 2 earned runs in each. My man is filthy. Whew. I kind of want to play him up a little bit. I'll take a look in a second. Scherzer against LA is projecting very well. As long as he doesn't give up dingers to Ohtani, he should be fine. Gossman against Philly is fine. Philly strikes out at a pretty high clip as well. And then whatever. Gray against Boston's fine. All right. That's that. Yeah, that's true. It has been 2 weeks since Glasnow pitched. Yeah, yeah, that's true. He's filthy though. He's good. I think I got him in my AL lineup, which is kind of shite. Who got scratched? Shohei? Hitting or pitching? He's still hitting, right? He's not hitting at all. Yeah. Let's look at lineups. How about that? They're right here. I don't normally do this. No no Albies after this weekend. That stinks. Oh, there's Geloff. Need my boy Michaelis to look good. Oh, there's Ohtani. He's still there. Snell, Wheeler, Gossman. Gossman. Gotcha. Thank you. Um, yeah, Gossman pretty handedly, I think. Snell close second. projections wise, Gossman is our top starter. Snell is third. Wheeler's fourth. Um, Snell and Wheeler are a toss up, but I like Gossman a lot here. God, that lineup sucks. I mean, Moniak's been great, and then Otani, obviously, but like Drury's been back to Brandon Drury standards after I know he got hot last year. Or, no, he had a big month this year, but he's back to where he is. I want a Paul Goldschmidt today. Tier 2, 16th in limited All Star. That man is worth $10. That's no bueno. So no Tom Murphy. I know I used Tom Murphy in a couple of places. Melendez. All right, nothing too crazy. I can't believe Ryan Mountcastle is hitting after Ryan O'Hearn. Mountcastle's been hot too. I like that. I like those Santander odds. That's good. We rolling them out this week. Is Perdomo a good play this week? Anyone on Arizona is a good play. Perdomo though, I don't really care for him. Like he is an average hitter, and if you look, like, avert your eyes, don't, but like look at this. These do not lend themselves very well to Sorare scoring. 776 OPS, 6 homers. Like, I don't like playing guys who just can't hit homers. They have to steal mad bases, like Esther Ruiz. But he's got 4 games, so I mean, like, he's got a ton of chances. It's just like, what is he going to do with it? Go 5 for 5 in one game with 5 singles and score you 10 points? So I don't know that Perdomo's ever a good play, but he is a play. Let's look at who's hot, who's not. Ooh, my boy Max Kepler. Love that. Yeah, I'd say Pete Alonso's hot. Jack Swinsky's doing his thing. Luke Rayleigh's down. That's interesting. Josh Naylor's way down. Wow. There are all those A's I was just talking about. Or Angels. Wander Franco's hot, everybody. The jackass. Let's see. Wilson Contreras. Bellinger. Kepler. God. Tom Murphy, my guy. Otani over his last 250 is the hottest player in baseball still. Over the last 50, maybe not so much. Austin Riley over his last 50 is down. Ketel Marte, that's not good for this week. I bought him for this week. I don't know why I'm looking at a 50 plate appearance sample size, but some of the people I'm seeing here, like Goldschmidt, I don't like seeing them here. There's Shohei. Did I pass them? Oh, Esther. Ruiz's X-Wope is 183. There's Shohei. Oh, only with a 385 X-Woba. Paltry. Right in front of Mr. Vanessa Hudgens himself, Cole Tucker. Roman says, I decided to ride with the Braves 1 through 4 today and Marte because he has 4 games and or course for 3, yes. I really wanted to stack the Diamondbacks 3 main hitters, but I trust the Braves more. I think if there's anyone that you would play over the Diamondbacks this week, it would be the Braves guys because they're insane. Roman, Ozzy Albies is sitting today, so you'll only get 2 games out of him. But Christian Walker is our top projected hitter by far. And then Julio Rodriguez, and then Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, and Lourdes Gurriel. So you are going to see a lot of people playing Diamondbacks, but I think far fewer people with Diamondback stacks than Brave stacks. Not today, just overall, like of the lineups submitted. Okay. All right, so keep the questions coming. Also, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Very helpful. Also, subscribe if you haven't. If you want to get our projections, patreon.com/sorarefp. That's patreon.com/sorarefp. $5 for the projections, $10 for everyone else. Gaff, you can email me. Go ahead and send it here. Drop my email in the chat. Andrew, thoughts on holding or selling Sean Murphy and JT Realmuto? Playoff potential, but they're also catchers. I don't know that you're selling too high on Realmuto. I don't think his price is pretty low, especially when you look at like a long time ago. Look at that. I got him cheap. Yeah, so like you're not getting anything back if it's going to help you get something you want, like sure, but he's a 32-year-old catcher until they add catcher eligibility, which I think they will. I know a lot of people are asking for it, like adding a position. Then I don't see any point in keeping him. Murphy. Yeah, Murphy, you're still getting a pretty decent price on. Holy cow, I can't believe how many people bought him here in May. Malky Mag bought him. Yeah, Murphy, I think you can sell high. He's not what he was. But he's going to play every day in the postseason. But until we see what the postseason looks like and what the prize pools look like I'm not gearing up for the postseason. Like I might sell off my Braves going into the postseason depending on how it looks. Like I could sell Ronald Acuna for double what I bought him for. So I need to see a reason for the playoffs. Before I sell those guys off. Luis Garcia or Nick Martinez? Ooh, not Martinez. Well, I mean, you got one guy who just threw 38 pitches, and you got a guy who hasn't pitched in 6 days. I don't know that I trust either of them. If I had to pick, it would be Martinez because you can, like, you might get him at the back end, but I mean, he's a guy who throws a lot of innings when he does pitch, but having just thrown 38, that's a lot for a reliever. Roman was debating putting Carroll and taking out Harris, but with Harris hitting 2 today and not knowing how long Ozzy is out, he could be there all 3 games this week. That's fair. I mean, Carroll's better than Harris. So, like, I'd take Carroll with 4 games, 3 at Coors over Harris. Like, you don't have to make that stack. You might get a couple points of correlation, but I think your upside is much higher with Carroll. I shouldn't say much higher. He's not that much better, but he's considerably better. Alpha, you can probably get Steven Wilson pretty cheap. He's $2. Gaff, a lot of trades where I'm giving up season 1 cards with lower boosts percentage for the same card, but season 2 I usually accept because I want the higher XP. What am I missing? What's happening there is you're getting higher XP for now. There is a 5% fidelity bonus with cards during the current season. So when the next season's cards comes out, you're going to lose that 5%. It's okay to do when the card that you're getting is like level 1. Where you can like level it up faster for the rest of the season and like hopefully pass the card that you traded. But like next year, you will have forfeited that XP, whereas the card that you traded, if you kept playing it, you would have higher XP next year. So the people are doing that, and a lot of the people who are making those trades with you too are thinking about collection bonuses, and they have season 1 cards and they're trying to compile those. So that's what that's about. All right. Hey Eagle asks, any thoughts on how collection challenges are going to impact the end of the season, or do you think it will be more a 2024 consideration? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It would make more sense to add something like that next season, but uh, at the same time, I think they're pretty desperate to get some things out and get people excited about something. So I could see it happening. How will it affect things? The people who have consolidated Braves stacks will get even more of an advantage in the postseason. Granted, they go as far as we all think they will. The people who plan that way. Also, it's going to really inflate the value of lower Braves guys. It's going to make me sad that I traded my Eddie Rosario, things like that. Okay, so I have been asked by Jeff. I haven't seen. Oh man, this was his idea in the first place. I have not seen the flame in the chat because I owe him a gallery review and I just haven't gotten to do it. But I owe Jeff, or I told Jeff. Oh man, Jeff, I might have to opt out now that I'm looking at your damn, your Tom Brady header here. Do I think last season's cards will get a postseason boost? No, I don't think. I don't think they'll do anything like that. Like not specifically. Okay. All right. Jeff wants me to do a gallery review, so we shall do so. Jeff, if you could remind me again what your goals are. I know you dropped it to me in Discord. Let me see if I have those quickly pulled up. Fat to trim so we can build super rare squads, and weaknesses to address. Okay. Let's do it. Fat to trim. I think you're on the right track here, selling those guys. Um, I I rarely advise trading away limiteds, um, because they're so inexpensive that they're not going to get you anyway. My first thought would be moving off this Strider, um, because if you want to play in the super rare division, like, I don't know, I want a Leody Taveras today, who, like, whatever, but his last sale was like 0.13, so it's like double Strider's floor price. It's like you just need to hit once, and if you're playing in the limited pool, like how much value are you actually going to extract? So like I'm considering moving my Strider relief pitcher because I don't think it's nearly as important anymore. It's just like having a nice starting pitcher. The thing about that is his price is down now, but I think there's still so much lore on this card that you can still get something for it, and like I don't think could be hurting, especially if you're trying to move up divisions. Like when you think about next season, when they start minting more cards, unless we get a giant influx of users, like think about the value you're going to get at the limited level. I don't think it's much. Now, if Spencer Strider goes to the Hall of Fame one day, in 20 years, and Sorare is something that everybody plays, like we imagine it will be, um, then it'll be nice to have that card because you can probably get something for it if collectability ever becomes a thing on the platform. Okay, so yeah, I don't know that I would say I advise selling the Strider, but like if you want some pocket change for a level that like doesn't really matter to you, then I'd think about moving that. I mean, you can sell it at an increase based on where you bought it. 0.0545, like you're profiting on it, and he probably helped you win a couple cards. So, okay, let's see. You could sell Sale at 2x. Unless you really feel like you need him. I definitely don't think you need much more starting pitcher at the super rare level. I mean, you have good starting pitcher super rare already, and you have the Eflin relief pitcher, so that's helpful. I don't think you need both. Um, wow, that Hunter Brown card or price came down. Football has shown that excessive supply of limited cards means no value in 99% of cards, and their limiteds are only 1 of 1,000. Exactly. Right. I'm only keeping limiteds that like I already have, and I'm not gonna sell out. Right. Right. Exactly. What K Lamp said. I think that chance is there. So like it's just like what's it to you? Is 0.06 ETH. How about I switch this to dollars first of all? Okay. There you go. Yeah. So like what's $100 to you now versus whatever this might be worth in 20 years? That's the question. Okay. You got some youngins. Yeah, I mean, like you have good pitching. You have really good pitching. See, like this is a card I'm not selling. Like Javier, if I paid $18 for him and he's worth 4 now, like what's $4 gonna get me? Especially if I'm trying to move into the super rare level. Like I agree with Robbie. Like I am just kind of trying to move away from my limiteds, um, and just play what I have and grind. I'm not gonna albatross myself more than I already have. But yeah, the thing about getting on a limited too is like we have so few users currently that this is the best time to move up and just consolidate and grind. Like if you can grind rewards at this level, that's great. Anyway, um, yeah, this sale I think can go. I think you can sell your sales, ironically enough, because he's how old now? 34. Kind of a bum arm. I don't think you're gaining anything by holding him, especially with all this young pitching you have. You got Framber at a nice price. Houck, Cease, Gallon. Yeah, I mean, you got enough juice. If you can move off this Flaherty, I think that's a good idea. I don't think you need him. I don't think, he's going to be in such a great matchup that you have to have him. And I mean, based on the other guys you have, you don't need any more depth at starting pitcher. I haven't seen the rest of your roster yet, but the Whitlock relief pitcher again, like if you could get this floor price for him, he hasn't been selling at the floor price, but I think you could get out of this. I don't think it serves you as much anymore. Great price on Gilbert. Again, what's it worth to you? Like you could 4x it. I'd use him this week though. You could 4x it, but like what's $10 to you? Same with like Cole. Like you could get out of this at a decent price, but you're losing on it technically, and it's not like Garrett Cole's going anywhere for a little bit, although he hasn't been great. Pavetto's Renaissance might be worth selling him and taking a tiny loss. I would personally just take the profit wherever you can get it, like on the limited level. I guess is basically what I'm saying. Like Valdez, get out of here. Just take the $10 and grind out what you have. Free, great. You have some great acquisitions. And then Kopech's debt money. I did the same thing. I would try and get out at this price. I know how hard it is to sell super rares, but I would list both of these and take what you get. Okay. On to the relief pitcher. I'm sure just about anything. Gratterall is nice. Keep that Bednar. I mean, you can, yeah, just sell all these. Great, great. Yeah, you can move off of Gratterall. I don't think you need a ton of options at relief pitcher. I'd get out on both of these Dev Williamses. If you can seriously get this for Ryan Helsley, I'd move off of that. Especially because you got two of them. Oh, you got Devin Williams and yeah, dude. Do you really need more help in Super Rare? Your team looks pretty damn good. I'd start saving for uniques, honestly. Well, all right. I would wait until they fix unique, but like your team's good enough. Your pitching is. Brash, love it. I'm confused about Diaz's month average versus his floor price. Helsley, Alvarado. That's a bummer because of the injury and everything. Yeah, so, okay. Take a profit on any limiteds that you don't think are going to serve you. That's my first thing. Mullins, great. Reynolds, great. Wow. That's fine. Yoshida, I would get out on, honestly. I don't love him. I don't think he's that great and I don't think his price is conducive to what he actually gives you. Yeah, dude, this bets. Unless you think you're gonna keep grinding out great stuff in limited, like take that 105 and run it up the ladder. Your team is damn good throughout at every level. Duran. Wait, is this outfield? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm moving around a bunch. But Mullins is a hold, Reynolds is a hold. At this price, I think Lowe gets better. I'm not crazy about him yet, but I would take this 506 from Yoshida and redistribute it. He's 30 years old. I don't think he helps you a ton. Duran, great price. Might even be able to sell high if you can. That's a 1 of 100. I would actually hold on to that, especially if you're going to keep this Verdugo. But if his price is really up there, if you could get that for him, I would move off of Verdugo. I don't think he helps you that much. Ooh, I wouldn't want to take a bath on that Eloy. Maybe he comes around. Soto, nice price. I don't know what you had to do to get this Soto, but again, higher level limited is going to help you up the ladder way more. Yeah, man. Not looking at teams, like I bet you could start swapping down or like consolidating. Like you have good Astros this season. If you could like start consolidating that sort of thing. Great time to sell McCarthy. Word? Hey, we have the I have the 1 of 100 from 2022 and you have the 1 of 100 for 2023. If you can get 425, go ahead, but his floor price is lower than that. All right, so yeah, your outfield is good. It's not elite. Great reward. You can still get off of this Guerrero and still recoup that price. Although, I mean, he's low, and I expect him to bounce back a bit eventually. Like maybe don't sell that yet. Great price on Riley. Is that his jersey, man? Does he wear 17? I don't know what number he wears. Devers is great. You could even make $100 if you wanted to sell him, but you'd be selling low. I don't know much about Emmanuel Valdez, but at least you have a potential super rare collection bonus going there. Yeah, I mean you have a lot of that's right. You're a Red Sox guy, hence the Tom Brady stuff. That's right. Okay. In retrospect, you have a lot of 1 of 100 Red Sox from this season. Maybe I wouldn't sell Verdugo. If you can retain the collection bonus when it comes out, like go ahead. Your boy Morel, that's right. Riley's 27. That's right. Okay. I'm not going to tell you to sell your guy, even though you could make $100. You can undercut that floor, and I think he's got full eligibility. If you wanted to try and swap him for one that has corner, middle, outfield, or sell him and then go buy it. Great. Yeah, man, you have really good limiteds that you could just start scrounging together prices on. I think you could probably afford. No. Hayes. All right. So yeah. So corner infield so far is your weak spot. Yeah, because none of these guys have DH eligibility except Yoshida. So maybe that's another reason to keep Yoshida. I don't know. It just depends on what your boost looks like. But I would say corner infield's definitely a rough spot for you, relatively. God, the new cards are so much better looking than last year's cards. Okay, well, let's look at middle infield. Great price on Witt. Oh, Lindor. Nice. Bichette I wouldn't sell. Yikes on Wander. Contreras you might have bought at the right time, and maybe you get catcher, and all of a sudden that card looks a lot better. I would definitely sell this Albies. Definitely. When you can 3x a limited at $90, you have one. That's good business. That's borderline Moises Caicedo. $1 for Bichette, huh? How'd that happen? That's solid. Nico Horner, great. Yeah, so I mean, I think you could legitimately sell some of your higher end limiteds and get another corner infielder. I mean, you even have depth at. Yeah, okay, so you need probably another middle infielder, but I would say a corner infield is your best spot. You could sell some of those. Let's look at some hitter projections for 2024. Let me swap really quick. Hello. Okay, we got 12 more minutes. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. But okay, here are projections for next season. So you already have the number 2 projected player. Guerrero's probably going to run you a good bit. So we're looking here in this column. I don't know that you could get that high. Bregman? Volpe? Varsho. Miguel Vargas, huh? Might be a worthwhile shout. Pasquantino, you could buy low on. Mountcastle, Vaughn. Cronenworth, yuck. Rowdy Tellez, you could get for very little. But I mean, like you have some really high level guys, so I don't even know that I would go down into that range. I would save up for like a Jose Ramirez or Pete Alonso. If you can get Gunner for that price and have him, you could, yeah, that's actually a really good move for you because you have Mullins. And if you could get the third base shortstop, then you tick both of those boxes. Like you have more depth at both positions. I actually like Gunner for you a lot. Ryan, I'll answer your question in a second, I promise. Let's see if we can find you a Gunner. What year is your... Okay, so your Mullins is this year. Is there a Gunner on the market for you? No. Okay, that makes it tougher. So one just auctioned for 670. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we can get you a Gunner. All right. Say you sell Strider for 120. All right, so you get 100 for Strider. Damn, that Eflin price is nice. Whitlock's good. We're keeping him. I'm going to get you $10 more for sale. Sale. Tanner Houck long term is great. Jack Flaherty, let's say you sell him for, I'm going to say 120. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything, I say. I'm sure there's, Whitlock. Let's see, you get $19 for him. Gotcha. I'm glad you were considering it because that's a good move for you, I think. I'm going to say we're going to get this money back on Uvalde. I'm going to give you $16 there. Valdez, I'm going to give you $16 there. Max Fried, I'm going to give you $20 there. We're halfway there. The Sevy One Mint, I think you might be able to collect on once collections come out. I'm going to give you 130 there. That's just the pitching. And this isn't even the people that you have listed. I know I was talking about some of your Helsleys, one of your Helsleys. Let's give you 25. Yeah, so I think I've made my point. Like, you definitely have options. No one's bought the Helsleys for a reason, obviously. But I'm like $220 away just from trimming. All right, Mookie, you sell this Mookie, I'll give you $90. You're close. And then you could sell the Yoshi. I mean, you could sell the Yoshida and pretty much get there. Honestly, you do lose a little bit of corner infield depth, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if buying the big name player is what you want to do. But I mean, like, you have some really good players. Yeah, man. I mean, like, say you get $60 for Jordan, Michael Harris. I'm gonna give you 25 more dollars. 630. There we go. Or was it 670? And I mean, realistically, you could cut bait on guys like Eloy and get there a lot quicker. McCarthy, say you get that. Yeah, you're there. So, yeah, that's that. All right, I have to answer a question really quick. Ryan says, would I play Arcia or Albies in a Brave stack for this week with Albies not playing today? Uh, let's see. Where do I have Arcia? I don't have Arcia projecting for much, but he can hit some homers. Let's see. If I take... I don't know. I feel like I'd just take the extra game, but Ozzy's really good, man. I don't know. Does he? He's not gonna face a lefty, right? There are no lefties going for. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. When it's 2 games to 3 games, I feel like you just take the 3 games. But honestly, like, if you're having to make that decision to like justify your Brave stack, like, I don't really love the Brave stack that much. If I'm being honest with you. Like, at that point, I would just play. Well, you said you were gonna play Marte. Like, play Marte and Carroll. Play Marte and Carroll with your other Braves guys. Like, you don't need a full stack. Oh wait, you're not the person who's asking about Carroll. Never mind. Sorry. Which junior is the better play, Lourdes or Witt? I can tell you which one's the better player. Bobby Witt's got 4 games. I know Lourdes is at Coors, but like, yeah, Bobby's at Seattle. Witt's just a better hitter, and he's got speed. So, um, hmm. If I had to pick, if I had a Diamondback stack, I would play Gurriel. If I didn't, I would play Witt. Honestly, I mean, they're two. Who are you playing with them, Dosi? Because I mean, I have Gurriel as the fifth projected player this week, and I've got Witt as 17th. But they both have 4 games. The only non-four gamer in the top 20, believe it or not, is Ronald Acuna. What does the rest of your lineup look like? I gotta make sure I didn't sell anyone. Doesn't look like it. All right, we got 3 minutes to lock, by the way. If you haven't hit the like button, please, please do. Please do. Um, oh, really quick. If you're part of the Discord, you can win a Shane McClanahan bobblehead. We're raffling one of those off currently. We might have more. Even more reason to join. Is Gurriel worth picking up long term? If it answers your question, I've been meaning to buy a Christian Walker and a Ketel Marte, and I finally just did it this week. I did not buy a Lourdes Gurriel. He's 29. He's all right. I don't think I'd do it though. Dozy, who are you playing with them? I mean, I'm just interested. Rest of the season, I guess. I don't think his price is great. Actually, his price ain't bad. I mean, if you can grab him right now and sneak him in a lineup in the next minute, and it doesn't screw everything else, then I would say, yeah, it's probably a good price. Um, if you're going to lose out on the rest, if you're going to lose out on this week, I don't think it's worth it, honestly. But oh, you do have a D-back stack. In that case, I would just go with Gurriel. I think it would, if you could find a way to play them all together, that'd be fun and good. But yeah. All right. We are locked. We have 15 seconds, but unless anyone has any long-term questions, nice. Glad to see that. Congrats. Unless anyone has any long-term questions, I'm going to get out of here. We are locked officially. I am going to, if you haven't seen the tier videos, we're up to tier 1. We're up to everything but tier 1. I am going to record the tier 1 video actually maybe in a second as soon as I hop off with y'all. So that's going to hit the timeline soon. I'm going to try to get back to doing a couple of leadoffs a week. So look forward to that. We'll have another Soccer Road to Glory coming up. Oh, Mike, damn, dude. That's a low blow, brother. Come on. That's very funny. Lineups are locked in. I was locked out for sure. That's a hell of a full circle right there. That's comment of the stream, if not the month, if not the year. That's fantastic. Anything not anything not to do on slimming down that you may regret for collection bonuses? I would hold all jersey mints and one mints for sure because those prices are going to go up once people realize how it works. Because like a good chunk of the baseball audience doesn't know what's going on in soccer, so I wouldn't do that. Guys for pennies on the dollar, I wouldn't sell yet because you'll be able to sell them later. And also just take stock of what teams you have and what teams matter to you. Like I'm not selling back end Braves right now, for sure. If you have a team that you like and a team that you've already kind of built, yeah, that's another one from K-Lamp. If you have one that you are pretty sure you've built a nice little collection for, definitely don't sell it. K-Lamp says check the cards for guys that only have like 20 limiteds. Fantastic idea. There's going to be a price gouge on those guys for sure. For sure. Let's see. I'm going to refresh really quick to see. Maybe we got a fun limited next week. No. No limited contest. We do have a so rare pro or a super rare pro um, lineup. Someone has already submitted a lineup, but yeah, what K-Lamp said. Situation where they only have a handful of cards. Absolutely. There's going to be price gouge for sure. Yep. Same thing with what Robbie said. If it's a reward or one on auction and it's cheap, might as well keep. Yeah, the guys you won on auction for sure. I'm gonna be missing a lot because I don't buy much on auction. So like I'm gonna be losing a lot of points relative to other people. If there's someone on a team you know you're building, um, wait it out. True, total per team. Right. Yeah, David Robertson's got a few cards at each of his stops. So yeah, that's a good call. Also, y'all, if you have any ideas for what you want to see in the playoffs, please either let me know or head to the general Discord. Sorry, yeah, if you have any ideas, head over there. But okay, I gotta get out of here. Um, thank y'all for joining me. More content coming soon. I hope you enjoyed the gallery review. Our guy Jeff has quite a gallery, and it's gonna be good. Gonna be good for sure. But all right, gang, that's it for me. I will see you on Friday, I believe, unless something comes up. Um, yeah, that's it. More content this week. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm gonna try not to get locked out of my house. See y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.